Slid in.
You're quick, man. You're quick. You still got the feet. Yeah, the Patriots and Chiefs just done, as we saw a few moments ago. So we're going to get into those highlights right away because this was a big contest coming in. One of the big storylines that Patriots offense.
Who would have thought the biggest play of the game would have been made by the much maligned Chiefs defense when they needed to stop on Brady more than anything else? Let's get to the highlights. We'll get to the post game. Ryan's here. Tim's here. We're with you till 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and it doesn't appear that the AFC might be going through Foxborough, and that could be great news if you're a Ravens fan or maybe even a Chiefs fan. Let's get right to it. Chiefs, Pats. Patrick Mahomes essentially did say we got to get out to a quick start because last year on Sunday Night Football and in the AFC Championship game, that wasn't the case. The Patriots now look like they're trying to get their way back into this ball game. They're down 23-13. Ensuing possession, Tim, Mahomes, Kelsey, got him.
And then this ball, is fumbled. The whistle is blown, and the officials basically are saying that it's down by contact. And Belichick's not happy with it. He challenges it, and he's right. That's a fumble, and really because it was whistled dead, a bad break for New England.
Yeah, Gilmore was all over that. Then Brady to N'Keal Harry, who's been injured for most of the year. The refs are going to call him out at the 3, Ryan. The Pats are out of challenges, so they can't challenge that hitting the pylon and being in.
See, this is when the challenges come into play. You make the right calls early on in the game. The Patriots get an opportunity to get points on the board.
And Brady is sacked. They miss out on a touchdown. They've got to kick a field goal to make it 23-16 after a Pats defensive stop. 4th and 6. Tim, Brady calling his own number, looking for the yellow line.
Looking like Lamar Jackson. Okay, maybe not, but he's still fired up about it.
Hey, this was a big-time play because Bill Belichick was fired up.
Later in the drive, 4th and 3, Brady looking for Edelman. Breeland bats it down. Visible frustration from Edelman on the sideline after the game, and you could understand why. The Chiefs get it done. 23-16. The Pats fall to 10-3, and you've seen all the different metrics and all the different scenarios of them getting through the AFC if it ran through Foxborough, but instead the Ravens have won 9 in a row. They're in the driver's seat. The Chiefs are playing their best football of the year now that Mahomes is healthy, and the questions will linger in back-to-back weeks now about the Patriots' offense. What happened last Sunday night in Houston and the rather pedestrian performance here today. Jeff Darlington with the Honey Badger leading that big Chiefs defensive effort.
Tyron, what a statement win for the Chiefs. You guys were obviously very emotional on the sideline. Explain those emotions to me.
Well, it's a tough league to play in. It's a tough league to win in, especially when you come to a stadium like this, playing against a coach like that, a quarterback like that, overall team like that. We take these games really serious, especially in December. So I'm just really glad we was able to come out and really finish the game and, hold Tom Brady off long enough,
You didn't just hold him off. You really, honestly, you guys had pressure on him all day. What was it that made you guys so effective in that regard?
Well, we just try to line up, play man-to-man coverage. We try to mix in some zones here and there. And, Chris Jones, Frank Clark, all those guys up front, maybe they smell blood in the water or something, man. But I thought those guys played well. They played relentless all night, and I think that was really why we was able to get off to a fast start defensively.
Did this feel as much like a playoff game to you as it did to us watching it?
Without a doubt, even when we were up by 2 possessions, we knew this was going to come down to, whoever had the ball last. And defensively, we wanted to be on the field. We wanted to make that play.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so now we take a look at the updated playoff picture. The Ravens sitting atop at 11-2. The Patriots dropping to 10-3. The Steelers with a big win at 8-5. The Titans also picking up a win. Keeping pace with them, still in the hunt. Raiders with that loss. Again, and the Texans, surprising story of the day, too. The Texans coming up with that loss.
Okay, so if there's any respite for New England, I'm looking at next week. Not that they want to think about it at this point, but they will be at Cincinnati, where maybe we will see their offense at one point.
Wait, they're on to Cincinnati?
They're
there you go.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done. Okay. They're on to Cincinnati, where maybe their offense will reappear after being nearly dormant the last couple of weeks. I know you were tracking the game today. What did you see?
What I saw is this defense continuing to play well, and we talked a little bit about it last week. And obviously, The Patriots come into this game struggling, but Steve Spagnuolo did a great job of using Tyrann Mathieu and the safeties to double, which allowed him to get pressure. Here, you're going to see them motion down into a stack. When they get to the stacks, these two guys here are going to be man-to-man on the offensive players in front of them on those wide receivers. Now, when we come out, Julian Edelman, we all understand how big of a player he is for Tom Brady on these third downs. He's going to be matched by two defenders here, so he can't get to them quick. Also, we're going to get James White out of the backfield, and the Honey Badger is used to match up on him man to man. And so that takes away Tom Brady's outlets right away. We're going to get a double twist on the inside. We're going to go here up and then outside here for the contain. We're going to press here and get to the quarterback. It's a great rush, great design, but he wasn't able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. We're going to see the same thing here on 3rd and goal. They're going to try to get him in a bunch formation so they can out-leverage the man and maybe pick him off. So we're going to come outside with this guy who is going to be followed out here by the defender. And now they're going to locate James White. You're going to see when James White comes out of the backfield, they're going to use the outside corner and Sorensen inside. Both of these guys eyeing James White because they understand how important he is to Tom Brady in these type of situations. We're going to have eyes on him here. They can't get the ball to him. Now you get to him with the sack. The box scores are going to say that the defensive line beat the offensive lineman and got to Tom Brady. But really, it was great design on the back end, understanding who the go-to guys were on those 3rd down plays and taking those away from Tom Brady. Couldn't get the ball out of his hands quickly. The pressure's able to get to him. And those type of opportunities kept the Patriots out of the end zone.
It's a good tape, too, because part of what happens is sometimes you can telegraph where the doubles come from. They didn't there.
We'll have that from Tim after Bill Belichick's done talking.
A call may or may not have been made.
Yeah, well, it's a National Football League. Just got to continue to compete, control what you can control.
Bill, what went into your decision on that 4th and 7 to not kick? Was it the previous
I thought
kick?
it was the best thing to do.
Raise your hand if you have questions, guys.
Bill, the last couple games, the offense has started slowly but ended up picking up late in the 4th quarter. A big part of that has been James White. What went into the decision to go with the Sony Michel in the run game early and not give the ball to James White until, I believe, halfway through the 2nd quarter?
Yeah, we do. We thought it was best. It started slow. He scored the first time we had the ball. I don't know. I might have missed it. Yeah. Look, you can second-guess all the play calls you want. I mean, that's fine. That's your job. Go ahead and do it. That's fine. We did what we thought was best. That's all we did it.
Once again, raise your hand if you have questions.
Bill, this was one of those games that got away early and before you made that comeback late. Anything you'd like to take back from that first half?
Yeah, I said there's things we could have done better throughout the game. Absolutely. So, try to do that. Coaching, playing, yeah, there's a lot of things we could have done better.
Bill, how do you feel overall right now about the state of your offense?
I think we lost a close game to a good football team. If we could play a little bit better, I think we could win.
Bill, how about the fight from your guys today? I mean, you can 60 minutes of it anyways. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, that's what I opened with. I was proud of the way our guys competed for 60 minutes. I think I said that right off the bat. Absolutely. 100%. I'm with you. Yeah. It's my number one thing.
Bill, I was wondering, what was the explanation the officials gave you on that N'Keal Harry looked to be a touchdown?
Yeah, you have to talk to them about that. I'm not going to speak for them.
Bill, did the officiating make it hard to get any sort of tempo and flow in that second half?
Yeah, I don't know.
Raise your hand if you have questions.
Bill,
Bill, can you talk about Nate Ebner? He did a pretty good job there on special teams for you.
Yeah, I thought, again, I thought we competed well. Look, they're good in the kicking game. They got a, very good returner, and coverage was tough. They got a good cover team, a good kicker, put a lot of hang time on the ball, so we had to battle for the return yardage as well. Made a big play on the block kick. They made a play on the block kick. I mean, it was a very competitive game all the way through. So right down to the final, basically the final, 50 seconds or whatever it was on the last play. So all three phases of the game. We made plays on defense. We made plays on offense. They made them on defense. They made them on offense. Both teams playing in the kicking game. Came up a little bit short.
Coach, your defense had a rough first half, but second half you held them to 1 field goal. So what message you pass to your defense during the halftime?
Yeah, we just keep coaching through the whole game. We don't wait till halftime to talk about it.
Bill, I don't know if you heard it or if it would matter, but you actually got booed off the field at halftime, your offense anyway at the end. Do you have any reaction to that, or does it bother you at all?
No, we're just trying to win games.